Thinking about moving to Nashville, Tennessee? Maybe you're also wondering which suburb of Nashville is the best fit for you. I'm gonna do something different here, and instead of listing off the most popular and well-liked suburbs in Nashville, I'm gonna tell you what are my personal top 3 favorite Nashville suburbs. And I'll explain exactly why. I hear a lot of complaints about one of my choices, so you just might be surprised when you hear it. Let's find out. Nashville, Tennessee is huge, and the entire metro area covers even more ground. So, of course, we have a lot of suburbs to choose from here. But even picking from among my top 3 could be challenging. So to help you get an idea of which one might be right for you, I'm gonna grade each of my top 3 on what I call my 3 A's: affordability, amenities, and access. This should help make it clear if one of my personal favorites just might be your future home. But first, if you really are thinking about making Nashville, Tennessee your home, whether that's in 3 weeks or 3 months, I would absolutely love the opportunity to help you find and buy that perfect home here. You can reach me by call, text, or email, and you can find all of my contact info down in the pinned comment. First up, let's talk about what will probably be my most controversial pick on this list: Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro, Tennessee has a population of over 160,000 people and is the 6th largest city in Tennessee. It has really grown rapidly, and there are several factors that continue to draw so many people here. First, let's talk affordability, because that might be one of the biggest draws bringing people to Murfreesboro. This Nashville suburb boasts a wide range of housing types and prices, starting from the low 200s with not only townhomes and condos, but also single-family detached homes in that price range. And there's no doubt that compared to other major US cities, and even compared to many Nashville suburbs, you're gonna get a lot more house for your dollar in Murfreesboro. So if you have a larger budget, Murfreesboro might still be the perfect fit for you. When it comes to affordability here in Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro gets a solid 5 out of 5 stars. And when it comes to Murfreesboro's amenities, there is no shortage of them. Perhaps Murfreesboro's most prominent amenity is Middle Tennessee State University, the largest undergraduate university in Tennessee. Additionally, Murfreesboro boasts 3 blue ribbon schools, with 2 of them being among the top 3 public schools in the state according to Public School Review, all making education one of Murfreesboro's prime amenities. For the purposes of shopping or dining out, there is plenty to choose from in Murfreesboro, with the Avenue Open Air Mall being the most popular and prominent shopping destination. As far as dining out goes, like everywhere around Nashville, there are some tasty spots, but sadly, Murfreesboro doesn't have a whole lot to brag about when it comes to its food scene. For the purposes of this video, I will also be considering safety an amenity, and unfortunately, this is probably where Murfreesboro takes the largest hit to its amenity score. There's also not much of a nightlife in Murfreesboro, as one of the commenters on my channel pointed out recently. Overall, while Murfreesboro has incredible educational opportunities, a lot of parks, historical sites, and plenty of shopping, its downsides end up bringing it down a fair bit, meaning that for amenities, I have to give Murfreesboro an average 3 out of 5 stars. Now let's talk about that third A, access. And what I mean by this is how easy or difficult it is to get around town and everywhere else in Middle Tennessee, as well as the ease of accessing the aforementioned amenities. I will preface this first by saying that, in general, traffic around Nashville is pretty rough, and Murfreesboro is no exception. With that out of the way, Murfreesboro is in a fantastic location that makes it so easy to access the rest of the state. I-24 runs right through Murfreesboro and gives residents a direct route up into Nashville or south into Chattanooga. Highway 840 also runs through town, giving a convenient route west into some of my favorite Nashville locales, or you can take it north as it curves up toward Lebanon. Overall, Murfreesboro's location and easy access to everywhere means I gotta give it a 5 out of 5 stars on this one. Now, this next suburb I'm gonna share is probably objectively the best Nashville suburb, but I'm saving my favorite for last, and I'll be honest, it's because of my personal bias since I live there. With that out of the way, let's talk about Nashville's most famous suburb, Franklin. Franklin is beloved by many, and I'm one of those many. It has a rich history, my favorite historic downtown area ever, and a lot more that make it so lovable. First, let's talk affordability. And this is where Franklin, frankly, gets its worst rating. The average sales price of a single family home in Franklin as of October 2023 is well over $1 million, with the average price of a townhome or condo being well over $500,000. Of course, this is because of Franklin's popularity and because of the suburb's incredible selection of beautifully constructed homes and sweeping estates. But for most people, Franklin just isn't an affordable place to live. And so on this metric, Franklin unfortunately gets a 1 out of 5 stars. Where Franklin doesn't disappoint is its amenities, because there are many and they are top tier. Like I mentioned before, Franklin's historic downtown area is wonderful and quaint and everything you would want it to be. It's a picturesque area known for its beautiful Victorian architecture, boutique shops, art galleries, and a variety of restaurants. The charming streets and historic buildings also offer a delightful experience for strolling and shopping. Speaking of shopping, Franklin hosts an area known as Cool Springs. That has become my favorite place to go shopping, especially at the Galleria Mall there. The schools in Franklin are also top-notch, and perhaps the best in the already top-rated Williamson County School District. Franklin is also one of the safest places to live in Tennessee and boasts year-round festivals such as a Dickens of a Christmas and Pumpkin Fest that are popular and beloved. You will find no shortage of parks, historic sites, golf courses, and even a beloved vineyard in Franklin. It's hard to beat the amenities provided by Franklin, and it easily earns 5 out of 5 stars on this one. But what about Franklin's access? Well, I've got good news here as well. Franklin is centrally located in relation to the Nashville Metro, and it sits right alongside I-65. It's also the perfect distance from downtown Nashville, allowing it to escape much of the city's hustle and bustle while still giving quick access. The only complaint I might have in this regard is that parking can sometimes be difficult here, especially if you want to enjoy the historic downtown area. But overall, I still have to give Franklin's access a 5 out of 5, as its location in relation to anything else you'd want to do is perfect. Finally, let's talk about my favorite Nashville suburb, Spring Hill. And shoot, I even love the name. Spring Hill has been one of the fastest growing cities in the US, with the automotive industry building some of its factories here, kickstarting the growth, and really putting the city on the map. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the Nashville suburb that I decided to plant roots in, and I love living here, but let's talk about it. First, affordability was definitely a major consideration when my wife and I went house hunting, and I'm happy to say that Spring Hill still remains one of the most affordable Nashville suburbs. Now, that's not to say there aren't some pretty high-end homes here, and it should be noted that the average sales price of a single-family home here is right around $560,000. That being said, there are a wide variety of homes here in Spring Hill, with some condos and townhomes still ranging between the 200s and 300s. For what Spring Hill has to offer its residents, I can tell you it's worth what you spend to live here. Overall, I would have to give Spring Hill a 4 out of 5 on affordability. As far as amenities go, for how small Spring Hill is, it still has plenty to offer. My favorite thing about our amenities is the plethora of grocery and shopping options. The Crossings is our main shopping hub, an open-air mall with an amazing selection of shops. an AMC theater, and some of my favorite spots to dine in town. Speaking of food, while we aren't exactly sporting any Michelin stars here, there are tons of respectable dining establishments and one of my favorite Italian eateries ever. The town also boasts a variety of outdoor parks, including the impressive Fisher Park, and great schools, including schools for extracurriculars such as gymnastics and martial arts. Spring Hill, like Franklin, is also one of the safest places to live in Tennessee, an amenity I'm even more thankful for now since we recently adopted children. On the flip side, there's not really a nightlife in Spring Hill or a whole lot to entertain the kids. And if I want to take my wife on a fancy date, I'm usually heading up into Franklin or Nashville. Overall, Spring Hill is missing a few things to really make it shine, but it still earns a respectable 4 out of 5 stars for me on this one. Now, when it comes to access in Spring Hill, I have mostly positive news for you in this regard. Like Franklin, Spring Hill sits right alongside I-65, giving easy access straight up into Nashville, or a stopover at Franklin before you get to Nashville. Spring Hill also borders Thompson Station, one of my favorite little hidden gems in Tennessee, as well as Columbia, which is another rapidly developing area. Spring Hill's a little further from Nashville than I would like, but more importantly, what makes access a problem in Spring Hill is our issues on 31 and Port Royal Road, which are frequently lined with bumper-to-bumper traffic. This is particularly an issue if you're trying to head north on 31 into Franklin, because the road is only one lane in each direction through most of Spring Hill, and it has the majority of our amenities on it, including the aforementioned crossings, as well as our Walmart. Past that, Spring Hill's central location and ease of access to groceries, dining, and other popular Nashville locales still make it a solid 4 out of 5 stars for access. Of course, like I mentioned before, Nashville has a ton of notable suburbs, so check out this video next to get the full picture. I'd love to hear from you if you're thinking of making a move to Nashville, so don't hesitate to reach out, and I certainly hope to Tennessee you soon.